Good morning. So I am back. I won't be in class till tomorrow, Thursday. I'm feeling much better. I do still have to see an eye specialist, but I'm introducing you to the next little research mini project that we're doing. This is basically just a find information, scan for information, and also learn a little bit about our nation's infrastructure. Infrastructure are all of the elements that help us live our everyday lives that our nation has built up. Bridges, dams, waterways, sewer, water supply, electrical supply, internet supply, all of those things are part of infrastructure. And every 4 years, the American Society for Civil Engineers puts out a report card. And that's what you're going to be consulting, at least for this first few activities, in order to gain a better understanding of our infrastructure, the importance of our infrastructure, and also the condition. Having said that, this website that I've built, you can navigate to the various activities here. However, the only one that's available right now is the overview activity, because I'm having to update since they came out with a new report card here in 2025. So, you have in this website, if you scroll down, you'll see there's not much on it that I've put on it, except a Google form. I highly advise you to open the Google form using that little button there that appears on the upper right and work on the Google form within its own tab. Because sometimes when you forward, it will not show you all of the questions within the website. It won't let you scroll all the way up. So just know that it's better to have the Google form opened on its own. Now, I gave you the link to get to the American Society of Civil Engineers website. Civil engineers design and monitor things like bridges, dams, roadways, drainage, almost any physical structure that you can think of, they're involved in when it comes to infrastructure. So, it brings us to our 2025 report card, and we have our overall grade that the nation has received on its overall infrastructure. You will find questions that you'll have to answer on this page. You can actually look by state using the map. But the main thing you're going to be working with today is these categories. So once you've gotten to this front page, you can scroll down after you've looked and seen which questions you have to answer, and you have various categories. If you scroll over the categories, you just hover over them, it gives you the basic grade that the American Society of Civil Engineers puts on each of these elements. So we can also click on an icon and it will bring you to a deeper report of that particular thing. So for example, railways. We have the grade here. We have a summary. You can scroll down. Also, if I'm asking you a specific question, sometimes I'm telling you where to go in this. And this menu here at the left will take you down to that specific element so that you can look at that. Sometimes what I'm asking you is right here. Sometimes you may have to open a deeper explanation and sort of scan for information. And then you can always go back. And once you've finished with a particular category, you can go up here to the icon. This is actually not just a label of the website name. It's actually an icon. You can click on it and it's going to bring you back to the main report. So, you can see what categories that they measure, that they judge the quality of. I love coffee. And you can gain information by category and by state. So you're going to work through selecting the correct answers for all of this. Now here I'm giving you some information that it didn't give you, what a Superfund, an EPA Superfund site is, that I felt you needed to know or benefit from. And you're answering the questions by finding the information. This is a practice in learning to find, scan, identify for specific information, which is something that we often in the adult world have to do. We have to find a specific detail in a much more complex site to be able to get what we need. And not everything, especially with company websites and that, or internal company interfaces, have good search function. So that's what you're working on today. Today you are only doing this first one. The others are not updated yet, so I'm turning them off, and to avoid frustration and wrong answers. Things have changed since 2021. And there we are, and I will see you tomorrow.